Okay. We're going to start off, we've drawn all of our flowers. We know the flowers are going to be white, so we're going to start off in the background, and we're using a sap green, a lemon yellow and a Payne's grey. I will talk about Payne's grey at some point. It's a fantastic colour, but there are two types. So all I'm doing is I'm using some of the yellow, which is the lemon yellow. I'm now taking some water, as you can see the two, I hope, where they're merging. And we're going round the petals, and you can actually see, I'm just going to add a little bit of the Payne's grey I was talking about there. I know it looks really dark, but you're adding quite a lot of water. I'm also going to use a new colour, which is a yellow ochre, which you'll all have heard of. Now there's quite a lot of water I've put in here, so you can see, but I want it to stay wet because we've got to cover that whole background, and we don't want any dry patches. So you can see I'm just literally spreading the colour. I'm not mixing the colours, so I'm not mixing yellow and green. I'm just moving it around. I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm going to add a bit dark there. So that's actually that section done. It's as simple as that. What we're going to do now is do exactly the same thing, and I'm now going to mix a little bit of the Payne's grey with the sap green, but we're going to carry it on. Okay, we've got to remember that that's going to go all the way around. Okay, it doesn't matter if you go over the edge if you're doing a card, but that colour there has got to be similar to the colour you put on the other side. So I'm going to pick up that dark green, which is again the Payne's grey. I'm going to put a little bit more of just the Payne's grey in that bit. I love Payne's grey. It's based on a blue. It's a fantastic colour for making you go backward, make your painting recede. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix a little bit of the sap green with the lemon yellow, again quite wet, and I'm going to, as you noticed, I hope, I left that very, very wet there. Okay, and I'm going to, because of course if it stays wet you can still play with it. What I'm going to do now is pick up some of the lemon yellow and put that in. Still going round those flowers, and you can see I'm missing little bits here and there. That's fine. That's the whole point of the way this painting is going to be. Now mixing again just a bit of Payne's grey with green, and you can see that as I'm mixing it I'm adding different amounts of water depending on whether it's wet or dry. You don't want it too wet, but you also don't want it, that's a prime example really, that bit there of I hope you can see that. No, you can't. Yes you can. I'll put it over that way. Of a little bit of dry painting, but this is still wet, you know, even though, so if I put here, just put clean water, okay, we can still alter that. So we're going to use a little bit of the green again. See, that's a little bit too wet there, so rather than have to take that bit of wet out, I'm just going to spread it. Okay, I'm going to go back to a little bit of yellow. It does not have to be in this order at all. I mean, that's lovely there, but what I'm going to do over the top of that, again, I'm not mixing it. That's the important thing. I'm laying colour and not mixing, and that's why and how you get that lovely effect. Whereas if I did that and overworked it a little bit, then that's mixing the colour. Okay, we're going to carry on. I'm going to do that bit after I finish with you, with this bit of film. I'm actually going to add some yellow here, because I know that's slightly damp, and what it's going to do, it's going to give the impression, we're going to have almost a dry brush and add something there. That's nothing but water I'm putting on there, and it's just giving you that impression that there's different, I don't know, roots or stems in the background. Okay, so that's all you need to do. You need to carry on with that further down at the bottom of the card, filling in all the places where there are not flowers. That's part one. Bye now.